This is Standing Watch. And now, Evangelist Norbert Link.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to our Standing Watch program. Will there be a nuclear war between the United States and North Korea? Now, let me take you back to what happened during the last several days. The Jewish press wrote on August 7 that in a resolution drafted by the United States after negotiations with China, the United Nations Security Council on Saturday unanimously approved new sanctions on North Korea. The sanctions include a ban on exports worth more than $1 billion. But 6 rounds of sanctions, the article goes on to say, have done nothing to halt North Korea's drive to improve its nuclear and missile capabilities. And then the article points out that both China and Russia have failed to implement sanctions in the past, and that some sanctions can be bypassed, particularly those dealing with the nuclear and missile industry. Furthermore, the article explains that Iran's newly inaugurated president welcomed North Korean officials to Tehran on Wednesday, in time for the opening of the new North Korean embassy, and that there could be very problematic cooperation going on between North Korea and Iran. In fact, they both have said on the occasion that that is what they are trying to do. Now, North Korea, in collaboration with Iran and apparently with the support of China and Russia to an extent at least, remains a threat to the West and, yes, to the United States. Short of military actions, it seems like the United States doesn't seem to have any viable options, but a war with North Korea might prove devastating for the region and may set in motion a cataclysm of terrible repercussions. Apart from the fact that thousands, tens and hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people might die. But military action and a preemptive strike are apparently measures which the United States might be contemplating. The Wall Street Journal wrote on August 8. President Donald Trump on Tuesday demanded North Korea not make any more threats to the United States, saying the United States would respond with fire and fury like the world has never seen. And these remarks were described by some as apocalyptic. And it says in the Wall Street Journal article that Mr. Trump's remarks came in response to provocative statements from North Korea in recent days, including a threat to use nuclear weapons against the United States if militarily provoked. Now, Breitbart wrote on August 8 that a grim milestone appears to be passing, as both US and Japanese intelligence analysts believe North Korea has developed the technology to miniaturize nuclear warheads and fit them inside long-range intercontinental ballistic missiles years ahead of schedule. The Sun, a British paper, wrote on August 9, Trump today tweeted, "My first order as president was to renovate and modernize our nuclear arsenal. It is now far stronger and more powerful than ever before. Hopefully, we will never have to use this power, but there will never be a time that we are not the most powerful nation in the world." Well, unfortunately, the Bible says, yes, there is going to be a time, and not so far in the distant future, when America will have ceased to be the most powerful nation, even militarily, in the world. Now, The Week wrote on August 9 that President Trump is headed toward a conflict with North Korea that he likely does not understand. Trump drew a red line. North Korea crossed it hours later, when it said in a statement that it would effectively burn the United States territory of Guam to the ground. Now Trump's surrogates and allies on television are spinning military action as inevitable. The president alone has the power to order a nuclear strike. See, it's not Congress which has to give permission. It can be the president, all by himself. Fox News wrote on August 9 that Japan is marking the 72nd anniversary of the atomic bombing of Nagasaki, amid threats of a new bombing in the region, resulting from the growing tension between the United States and North Korea. The Nagasaki mayor said the fear of another nuclear bomb attack is not in the distant future. The Huffington Post added a remarkable and, to me, an alarming piece of news on August 8. A right-wing pastor who serves on Donald Trump's Evangelical Advisory Board claims God has given the president full power to launch a nuclear attack on North Korea. While the New Testament is full of pacifist teachings, those instructions are aimed at Christians. The government, he said, has another set of rules laid out in Romans 13 that gives the government the authority to do whatever, whether it's assassination, capital punishment, or evil punishment, to quell the actions of evildoers like Kim Jong-un. But you know, a nuclear attack, a nuclear war, will cause the deaths of thousands, tens of thousands, or millions of people, something which no government has the authority to do. Now, is there going to be a nuclear war between North Korea and the United States of America? Or a nuclear attack, let's say, on America by countries like Iran, or even terrorists who might get their hands on nuclear weapons? No, the Bible does not say that that could not happen. But this is not going to be what the Bible calls the Great Tribulation, the time of unparalleled disaster, so bad that if Christ wouldn't intervene, no human being would be saved alive. That time is coming. But the enemy striking the United States of America and Great Britain with nuclear weapons is not going to be Russia or China or Iran or North Korea. It's a different enemy. Somebody most people don't even look at as an enemy, don't realize what is happening, don't understand history and what the Bible says in terms of prophecy. Yes, nuclear war is going to break out. It will destroy all major cities in the United States of America and Great Britain, and there is nothing the US and Great Britain can do to prevent that from happening. You need to know what is prophesied and when this is going to happen and through whom and why. We have prepared 2 free booklets which go into this in great detail. One is called The Great Tribulation and the Day of the Lord. The Great Tribulation and the Day of the Lord. And the other booklet, The 10 European Revivals of the Ancient Roman Empire. These booklets will tell you from the pages of the Bible what is happening, what is going to happen, and why. And how you can be informed much better than most newscasters are informed, because they don't understand the Bible. They do not understand biblical prophecy. You can understand if you open your eyes and your ears. Thank you very much for listening. This is Norbert Lenk for the Standing Watch program.
Standing Watch is a presentation by The Church of the Eternal God, P.O. Box 270519, San Diego, California 92198. More information is also available at our website, eternalgod.org.